Girls after unaliving their entire clan. Boys. Friend, you, cat make, meme 5, a CA1 Calador. Me, A 0.0. When your simple-minded friend is being too hasty. Let's not be too hasty, my simple-minded friend. When you get your first high-paying job. The Communist Manifesto. I don't want to play with you anymore. The worst she can say is no. Huh, I thought you were gay. See how the heart is all nice and chopped up. Did you know Mortal Kombat is actually based on an old Scandinavian church song? Wait, really? Yes, a Finnish hymn. When the cell phone in the audience rings for the third time and disturbs the concert. Landlords counting their money. It ain't honest, but it's much. I studied hard. Paid my dues. Sacrifice nights and weekends. And I'm finally a professional clown. Honk honk. Villain boss spares the main character because killing him isn't worth his time. His henchmen who witnessed their boss kill their coworkers for way less. Mom. Why he takes so long in the shower. Dad. When you're American, broke and sick and someone tries to call you an ambulance. Video games with mods. Video games without mods. Imagine believing that you've married the love of your life, just to find out they cut pizza with scissors like a psycho. Me, kicks a pebble once my brain. You're coming with me. A company that hasn't screwed over its employees. Yet. They don't know. I actually just want to sleep. Shitronauts. Toddlers traveling by train. Look what they need to mimic a fraction of our power. The prophecy has been fulfilled. The physics teacher, when the student asks about air resistance. We don't do that here. Me, lifts up the grok. The grub worm underneath it. Cooking for kids. Cooking for kids. Me virgin as fuck trying to kiss the beautiful girl sleeping. Everyone else at the funeral. When Halloween is over, but your neighbor is still hanging from the tree. I wanna be porcupine too. No one, absolutely no one, people when they see a mirror. When someone cuts you off, but it's alright, because now you're following them home. When girls slept with 5 guys a week and people says that she is living her best life, but when you do it people call you gay. That is not the law of equivalent exchange. Me coming home to tell my girlfriend I got my schizophrenia medication. How strange. There's nobody here. When you eat toilet paper, so it wipes on the way out. When you subscribe to a YouTuber after 30 seconds of quality content. I've seen enough. I'm satisfied. My girlfriend wondering why I'm not replying. Me trying to spell gorgeous since 2 minutes. This is the face he always makes, right before scaring all the goats. When you expect the worst day of your life and it actually goes pretty well. Me showing off the muscles I built from running away from all my problems. Kid destroys $15,000 Lego sculpture an hour after new exhibit opens. Me. Her dildo. My weenie. When you're at a party and you only know one person. I need a man at least 6 feet tall with a good job, I know my worth. Huh. Cheetahs. When you floor your 90 HP shit barks on a downhill. I'm speed. I wish I had a good face. Instead of a giant cock. I used to laugh when I saw pigs in Minecraft. But now, when I look at them. We knock you off road. You don't wanna go down that road. I bet it took that man at least 100 good years to build that wonderful house. When you accept a friend request and they immediately hit you in your inbox. When you're really short and he tells you to look into his eyes. People with SSD. It's been 10 seconds, why it hasn't turned on. People with HDD. 5 minutes in asterisk. This is fine. Me pretending to need something else at the store until the person moves out tally of the stuff I actually need. Large intestine. 1.5 meters. Small intestine. 7 meters. That doesn't seem fair. If your party doesn't look like this, don't invite me. Me. No social life, and playing video games. Excellent English skills as second language. I started crying in class because I tried to draw a chameleon from memory. Me begging myself not to laugh in a serious situation. Society has gotten to a point where this MF kinda makes sense. Doctors recommend doing a push-up every time you die in video games. Me leaving the ranked match in the middle of the game to help my mom with the chores. My kids in 2040, the world is going to end, why are not you panicking? Me, I have seen this before. You have seen this before. 11 times, as a matter of fact. Wife Skalker, so, what's your husband like? Wife, he's pretty normal. Me. I have two sides. Loser on social media, loser in real life. When you can't afford to buy a new game. When someone says to me I bought this because I know that you like it. Me, can I use the restroom? Teacher, why didn't you go during lunch? The bathroom during lunch. Me trying my best not to fall asleep at work. Want you now, but football comes first I think. Near death metal. Me at a family event waiting for my favorite cousins to show up. My parents at 30. This house is perfect, let's have a bunch of children and barbecues. Me at 30. This could be the last McRib I ever have. Cashier arrested for memorizing over 1,300 customers' credit card info for online purchase. Me trying to remember today's date. When you realize that you live at work and only visit your house. Batman. Security guard at LexCorp who just want to feed his family. Girls listening to the new Drake album to find their next photo caption. Me trying to fix my rapidly deteriorating mental health. When you get a whiff of her WAP and it triggers your seafood allergies. Me, okay I'm done spending money. Friend, wanna go eat? Me. Girls after scoring 9700s. I wanna go home. Boys, after scoring 3500s. Nobody, me at 2 AM. I should deactivate all of my social media accounts. When there is so much to do at work, but you don't care, because you're on your lunch break. When you know they're lying to you, but you can't say anything, because of the way you found out. When you wake up realizing that you have 4 minutes to get sober, get dressed and make it to work. When I watch romantic movies, but I no longer believe in love. Push her. Dwarf handed crayons and coloring book as couple sat down for romantic dinner. James Lusted was handed crayons and a coloring book as he sat down for a romantic meal with fiancée Chloe. Picture, Wales News. Me in the home is after a wild night out. Arriving at the party when everybody already is drunk as fuck. Me in the brain, like. Yeah, this is a scenario that will never happen. Think about it. My kitchen after I cut an everything badger in half. Person in at, you're probably going to skip this ad. Me. Correct. The group with randomly assigned students for the group project. When someone says to me I bought this because I know that you like it. When I'm struggling with my last workout reps, but Goku's voice kicks in saying, remember what she did to you. When you sneeze and someone says bless you, but you're home alone. Item my head out. Kids have crushes. Men have girlfriends. I have a crippling internet addiction. Free hugs. AWWW. Wait. I can't breathe. Free hugs. Everyone, why were you late? Me, wow, traffic was insane, I'm literally so sorry. Also me. The nice neighbor lending me his Nintendo Switch while he goes upstairs to talk with my mom. We raised prices by 20% because Europeans are not tipping. So you will start paying your staff a living wage now, right? So you will start paying your staff a living wage now, right? Parents, those kids always on their phones. Also parents, when they don't want to babysit. Adidas releases a new type of clothing. Literally all of Russia. When I'm negotiating with the salesman, but my wife won't stop saying how much she loves the car. Me. People who take No Nut November seriously. Do you yield? People who have common sense. I do not. Introverts when they are asked what superpower they want. Me. Asterisk tells any story from my life my girlfriend. Red flags. Red flags everywhere. The rat that started the Black Death. After 200 million kill streak. Hey, your brother looking so hot. Bro, your sister looking hoe. What Americans think Germans are like. What Germans think Americans are like. The sand finding a way to get in my shoe. The same sand trying to get back out. Read 322 pages of terms and conditions. Click disagree. Russians when America says. Release the Florida men. The what? So hot. Right now. Modern technology is destroying humanity, motherfuckers, when I take away all their modern technology and force them to live like cavemen. Confused Ungabunga. Average Coca-Cola fan. vs. Average Pepsi fan. vs. Me who hasn't drank soda in over 12 years. Welcome back. While you were out, inflation skyrocketed, crypto crashed, stocks are tanking, and there's a nationwide baby formula shortage. How long was I in a coma? Coma. You just took a nap. The waitress bringing me to the chef of the local Applebee's after I explain that my steak wasn't medium rare. Honey, our vacuum cleaner doesn't suck well. Annoying, isn't it? Pizza Hut gets sold for $2.70 billion. Me, who thought no one out Pizza's the Hut. You don't watch sports? Really? A man with lots of free time like you? It's a peaceful life. Yay, get ready. Grand Theft Auto. Delayed. Launch in 1 year. Mass hysteria. Me in heaven, damn, this place is nice as hell. Angels. As. What? Act manufacturers in Europe right now. Recently in a sport event, a man was seen talking to himself. When you get back with her, and immediately remember why you left. In the future all games will be made by AI with no exceptions. Then why do you care if Steam puts a label on them? Love Grand Theft Auto 5 and can't wait for its sequel. Pre-order Grand Theft Auto 6. It isn't as good as expected. It isn't as good as expected. Humans, we are the apex predator. Polar bears. Who decided that? What would you do if your partner made more than you? Me. People think any fancy artwork is artificial intelligence nowadays. I draw simple pixel doodles with Microsoft Paint, mainly with the curved line tool too, because no artificial intelligence would copy something this terrible. Is this artificial intelligence art? Gets accused of using artificial intelligence anyway. Gets accused of using artificial intelligence anyway. Okay, I'm a fight for GTA 6. Damn, it's $80. A crypto bro spent $54,000 buying 500 digital copies of GTA 6 thinking he can resell them in a few months for profits. Grand Theft Auto fans, if Grand Theft Auto 6 is $100, we will riot. Also Grand Theft Auto fans, when Grand Theft Auto 6 is $100, leave the multi-billion-dollar company alone. The Mecha Chameleon experience. My artistic friends. My autistic ass. Cobra dies after being bitten by Indian boy. 8. Although cobras are known to bite people, the reverse is much less common. Well, how the turntables. Never give up. Well, sometimes it's fine to give up. Jack Black and Jack White are both talented musicians. I propose a head-to-head competition to find the ultimate musical Jack. We can call it Jack Off. When mom calls your name but doesn't say what she wants. I have been summoned. Explain. Me resisting the urge to eat junk food at 3 AM after eating healthy during the entire day. What happened to him? They asked about his future plan. Outfit in my head vs when I wear it. Dad's ravioli? No. Grandma's gnocchi? Nope. Come on Marshall, think. Nobody. That one weird uncle. I've come for your pickle. Me, waiting for Americans to finish watching their mandatory ads so the hydration break can end. When the cops kick in the door on your illegal poker game. Turning off the microwave at 01 so it doesn't beep. My introverted ass showing up to a work event just for the free food. Girl's wildest dream. Boy's wildest dream. Water bottle exists. People in 2016. I'll fucking flip it. Friend, are you alright? Brain? I'm cold and alone and have nothing to look forward to anymore. I'm fine, thanks. Me waking up. I hope today doesn't suck. The day got floods the earth, killing almost all life on land. Sharks. Series that had a great final. The creators creating unnecessary seasons that destroy characters' reputations. Rich people. Me if I was rich. A woman vents online about the recent fight with her boyfriend. Also these motherfuckers. There are other men out there who can treat you right. If I was your man. When your nuts are stuck to your inner thigh. How I feel when the waiter at the taqueria greets me in Spanish. Yo, check out this girl, she's like my exact type, dude. It's like she was made for me. Brother, that's everyone's type. Good luck. Son. UK and the rest of Europe. Earth. JP Morgan execu wanted vs JP Morgan execu got. Friendly reminder that whatever you post online has a very high chance to stay on the internet forever. Until we meet again. Me when my pup makes it through the night without peeing everywhere. I know there is good in you. World War II. Hashtag World War III. I don't care how funny the content is. I am never downloading Instagram or TikTok to view it. So someone climbed into a national monument full of water, took out a knife or razor blade, bent down into 30 inches of water, and then walked for 250 feet while cutting a hole in it. Yes. Can I see the security footage? Alternatively, did anyone see this happening and call the police? No. Gonna buy GTA 6 and run gaming channel on it. Western countries after renaming bribe as lobbying. Signature look of superiority. It's June and you see a back to school ad. If AI is so amazing, why doesn't it fix its resource usage problem? You're such a dumb animal. You pre-order digital games as it's gonna run out. You also pre-ordered an empty case for $100. The boys watching me get shot down by a girl after hyping me up. Me OMW to post against Valentine's Day as if it's the only day when I'm unlovable. North Korea before COVID lockdown. North Korea during COVID lockdown. Developers, the game is so big it will take at least 100 hours to complete. Speedrunners. Best I can do is 3 minutes. AA meeting. Depression leaving my body after someone said just don't be sad. Dollar store, 2030. Releases peace. Just one. Remember, your odds of being killed and eaten by a cute little bird are low, but never truly zero. My to-do list, when I'm in bed at 3 AM. My to-do list during the day. Magician, pick a card. Any card. Me, picks his credit card. Magician. This is a homie checkpoint. You good bro? If time is money, then an ATM is a time machine. My dad got remarried. Now I got 3 stepbrothers. Why must I be surrounded by freaking idiots? Amber Heard to her legal team. People with a fear of large objects when I mention the size of their mother. Are you okay? I'm gonna beat the Ender Dragon. Attaboy. Me, make some sandcastles with my grandfather. Everyone at the crematorium. Me, I'm having a heart attack. Call 911. Quick. What's your phone password? Me, let me try and walk it off.